First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the Ravens getting the road victory in that one. So now they'll look to finish off the season sweep here in Baltimore. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Brings up 2nd and 2. Now a handoff for Dobbins. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Jackson, draw play to Dobbins. And running with power here. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? To be able to get him in the 2nd round, that's what I call a steal.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And the Steelers signal for another timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Being chased out left. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Play action. Now Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
They go back to the ground with Dobbins. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
The 13th play now coming on this opening drive. Here's third down. They go play action with Jackson. And did he get the feet down? No, they'll say he did not. It's incomplete. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. They'll run for it. It's Edwards. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. First carry for Najee Harris. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
These two teams met in Baltimore. You might remember earlier in the year with the Ravens winning that game. So a win here in Baltimore would give them the season sweep.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. More now. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. Third down here. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
And we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Now a first down carry for Harris. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole. And then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off. But you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now Moore. Open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. So the completion good for 7 there. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
Trying to power it ahead with Watt. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield.
3rd and inches, just turn around and hand it to the big guy and let him plow forward and pick up a first down. A lot of people think that the offensive line, they may almost take the play off because they got a big guy back there pushing forward. I think it actually works in reverse. I think they block harder because they love seeing that guy get the ball because he doesn't touch it very often.
On first down, it's Harris. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. Moore. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Moore. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to...
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick.
And the Steelers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
Now a play fake here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Tyus Bowser gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A.
Behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 15.
Back to throw. Moore.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
He's picked off near his own 48. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
A big connection on that one. 32 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
They'll get this quickly out to Claypool. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Here's Harris. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit from the right hash, and this one just a chipping. And Boswell's kick is good. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Lose yardage here to the 31-yard line.
of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Now Moore from the gun on 3rd down.
Claypool with another catch. And he will have the Steelers first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. They go play action here on first. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jalen Ferguson leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly, because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try and protect his quarterback, and a sack resulted.
To throw is Moore. To throw on 2nd down. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter, because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Eluding the pressure. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Odafe Owe in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Looking to throw. Moore. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Here's Moore to throw on 3rd down. He gets it left side to Johnson. And they will advance this across midfield, but still well shy of a first as he's tackled at the 47. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins.
And space opened up a bit. He's able to take this up past the 10.
46 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Jackson steps away to his left. And Jackson going to have the first down as he will get to the ground to avoid the contact.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. Two of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 7. And the Steelers signal for another timeout. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. Second and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Here's a give to Dobbins. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. On first down, Dobbins. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Scoring has really been at a premium. And, Charles, you got to tip your cap to this defense coming in here. Their offense, too, but this whole team coming in here on the road, getting a hard-fought win.
I think the way that they're finishing this one up, an exclamation point on a terrific game. As you noted, hard for them to put points on the board, and they hold them down one more time and finalize things.
Even with him busting through the contact, he'll still be stopped just inside the 35. Justin Matabike there to bring him down.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Second and 9. Here's another carry for Harris. Space to run past the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Najee Harris, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the interception by the Steeler D leads to a touchdown. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead grows to 10-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Play action. It's Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. They go play action now. Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
You have to like the play call because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
Buying time to a sweep. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Tucker with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Back to throw. Moore. Here's Johnson with a reception. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
First down.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he stopped immediately there. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll run again with Harris. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
And indeed, they will keep it on the ground. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring out a 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. And that's complete to Brown. And he'll have a quick 1st down here as he gets out of bounds to stop the clock. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Jackson. Connects with Duvernay. And he will get out of bounds to stop the clock as he picks up maybe 8, and that's all.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Jackson to throw. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Throwing, Jackson. He's going to let it fly. Got a man at
It's caught inside the 10. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Pittsburgh, they level their mark at 4-4 on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the Cleveland Browns.